Good morning, children. Now today's discussion is about chapter 2, metals and non-metals. Metals. If we talk about the metals, metals are hard, strong, metals. If we talk about the elements are divided into two broad categories such as metals and non-metals. Metal, hard, strong. Out of this, till now 118 elements have been discovered. Out of 118 elements, 92 elements are naturally occurring elements. The rest elements are categorized as non-metals. Metal. If we talk about non-metal, 92 metal. Now, non-metal, there are about 26. Altogether, 180 elements discovered. Now, out of 92 elements, out of 92 metals, if we talk about calcium, sodium, potassium, aluminium, zinc, copper, mercury, silver, etc. These are the respective metals. Metals are hard and strong, metals are solids. Okay. There is only one metal which is liquid called as mercury, which is symbolized as Hg, comes from the word hydrogen, H. Similarly, calcium, sodium, potassium, these are regarded as the soft metals. They are soft metals. These metals can be cut into these metals can be cut by knife or scissors. But calcium, zinc, copper, silver, aluminium cannot be. They are very tough and strong. Sodium and potassium are soft metals. Similarly, mercury is liquid metal. Now, if we talk about the general characteristics, of metal, all metals have their respective tensile strength. That means material can give tension. Whenever we tensionize the metal, it gives a tensile strength to that particular thing. Now, if we talk about metal, some general characteristics of metals are metals have gleam. Metals are lustrous. Metals have proper gleam. That is shine. That is, metals are lustrous. Whenever we are noticing, like for example, gold, silver, copper, etc. All metals have their respective gleam. Gold and silver, they are being used as a jewelry purpose. Similarly, metals are sonorous. Sonorous. That is, metals have proper clink. Clink in sense means when two metals are stuck together, we are getting a proper sound. That is called metallic clink. Similarly, metals are malleable. Metals are malleable. That is beaten into sheet. That means we can make sheet by using this. Such as we are talking about iron sheet. If we talk about the front gate of any boundary, any house, which is made of iron sheet. Similarly, aluminium sheet. Similarly, like iron sheet, aluminum sheet is used for for protecting the foodstuffs, so that foodstuffs can retain its identity for a longer time. That means its heat can be retained over there. So that is similarly foil, like silver foil can also be used. Silver foil can also be used, okay, in the confectionery, by the confectionery shop. Similarly, metals are ductile. Ductile in the sense, okay, they are drawn into wires. Drawn into wires. Drawn into wires, such as copper wire, aluminum wire, iron wire, etc. If we talk about the household wiring of our house or any house, wherever the copper is readily used, copper is used much more, because copper is regarded as the second best conductor. Now next part is conductor. Conductivity, D-I-T-Y. Conductivity. Conductivity means that okay, metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. That's why metals are used in the kitchen for utensil purpose. Okay. In the utensil purpose we use metal, but the handle of the utensils is being used by bad conductor. So this is conductivity. Also, silver is regarded as the best conductor as far as the conductivity is concerned. After silver, copper, and then after copper, aluminum comes. First silver, then copper. Rating of conductivity, highest conductivity is silver, which is symbolized as Ag. Similarly, another is copper, second category, which is Cu, cuprum, comes from, it is argentum, and this is aluminum, is the third best conductor. Similarly, metal good conductor, so these are the general characteristics of metal. On the other hand, if we talk about non-metal, there are altogether, here we have categorized 26 non-metal. Out of 26 non-metal, okay, there are solids non-metal, liquid non-metal, and gaseous. So there are solid non-metal, such as, example, E dot, G dot, such as carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, etc. These are regarded as the solid non-metal. Liquid non-metal such as bromine, symbolized as Br, that is bromine. There is only one liquid non-metal which is regarded as bromine. There is only one liquid metal which is regarded as silver, which is regarded as the mercury, Hg. Now gaseous non-metal such as hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, etc. These are the respective gaseous non-metals. Now, if we talk about the characteristic features of non-metal, just opposite to the metal. Like metals are hard, non-metals are brittle. Such as the solid non-metals are brittle. Such as carbon, we can crush a piece of carbon. Sulfur, also we can crush a piece of sulfur. Similarly, phosphorus, also is soft. Strong, but phosphorus is here. So these are the solid non-metal. Now liquid non-metal is bromine and gaseous. Like metals have proper clean, non-metals do not have. Non-metals are dull in color, but exceptional case is iodine. Exceptional case is iodine, which is symbolized as symbol is I and formula is as I2. This is having a sign. Like Similarly, all non-metals are non-sonorous. That means okay, they do not produce any kind of sound. Similarly, all non-metals are non-malleable. All non-metals are non-ductile. They cannot be bitten into seed. They cannot be drawn into air. Similarly, as far as the conductivity is concerned, all non-metals are bad conduct. All non-metals are bad conductors except graphite. Except graphite, which is a part of carbon, symbolizes C, that is graphite. It is regarded as a good conductor of heat and electricity. That is graphite. Similarly, these are the characteristic features of a metal and non-metal. Now, next discussion is about the chemical behavior of the metal. Chemical behavior of the metal. Chemical behavior. Behavior of metal. Chemical behavior of metal. That means okay, metals are arranged in a series order. Metals are arranged in a series order. That is called activity series. Activity series. That means okay, metal are arranged according to their reactivity. That is reactivity, okay? Reactivity and hydrogen lies in between them. Like if we talk about elements are again first potassium, then sodium, KNK, Mg, aluminium, etc. And in between aluminium, then zinc. Potassium, KNK, Mg, aluminium, zinc, iron, उसके बाद हाइड्रोजन, कॉपर, मरकरी, गोल्ड, like this. Mercury, silver, gold. So here, now metallic activity series when metals are arranged according to their reactivity. That means okay, this is called the topmost metal. Here we have arranged the metals like this: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, and gold. So here, if we talk about this is the first metal, which is the topmost. Highest reactivity of the metal is regarded as potassium. The next reactivity is sodium. That next calcium, magnesium. Like this, the reactivity goes on increasing. Okay, here highest, then next lowest, then this, and gradually it lies in between hydrogen. And after hydrogen, here these are the lowest reactivities such as copper, mercury, silver, gold, etc. So this is the this is the activity series of the metal. If we know the activity series of the metal, now we have to know about the different activities. If we know the activity, so we can able to understand that okay, which metal is the highest reactive metal and which is regarded as the lowest reactive metal. So highest reactive metal is the potassium and the lowest reactive metal according to this series is gold. So this is ethanol. So now we will discuss about. Now we want to conclude this part here. Okay. So thank you for this.